Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
the most insane moments of 2024.
What a truly insane year we have somehow reached the end of. We just lived through the biggest global election year in history, the largest coordinated social media cyber attack in history, the largest amount of strikes globally in history, the most watched criminal trial. You know what I was about to say? In history! I mean, we somehow survived eating lunch.
No cyber attacks nor strikes.
I don't remember the cyber attacks either.
And watching the Talk to a podcast. Need I say more? And as has become tradition, I looked through all of the news stories I covered in 2024. But this year, I fell to my knees. My jaw dropped, and I said to myself,
let's get to the point.
Okay, so I want you to start with the presumption 2024 wasn't that crazy. Yeah, so Bernie, let me tell you this. On the first day of the year, January the 1st, Japan was hit with the deadliest earthquake they've had since 2011. And then, on the second day, they had two planes collide with almost 400 people on board, killing 5. And then from one plane disaster to another, Boeing's monstrosity of the year started just a couple of days later when that door blew off the Alaska Airlines fault.
I remember the Alaska part. I don't remember the one in Japan, though.
Right. Oh, jeez, I forgot this one was this year, but riots broke out at a New York synagogue after secret tunnels were found underneath the building. I mean, do you remember that?
Really?
That video of that guy climbing out the...
I'm not surprised. Those buildings are old, and I feel like back in those days they had like underground.
Yeah, I would think this
tunnels.
is the prohibition days, something like that. Yeah.
Rounds running into the New York City streets. We had Texas versus the U.S. government standoff at the border. I remember people were talking about Civil War 2024. In countries all across Europe, farmers took to the streets in union to protest their respective governments. Oh, and how could we forget? The internet saw Stephen Hawking's name on the first batch of Jeffrey Epstein documents that were made public. And that was all they needed.
That's crazy. The internet's such a wild place.
And that was all just in the first month. 2 days into February, and the Apple Vision Pros dropped, and we all thought, let's be honest, they were about to change the world. My God, how wrong we were. Well, they've discontinued now. Tucker Carlson interviewed Putin. Stubb, the president of Finland, followed us. The chocolate strawberries video took over, and don't worry, I will spare you the songs.
I want to try this. There's a trend with chocolate strawberries, and sometimes they put like these nuts on them. They look really, really good.
Eternity. But it goes something like...
Yeah.
Also, this
looks like regular strawberries covered with the...
There's some places that get really good, like strawberry, like really good strawberries.
This is handmade. He made it himself.
Yeah, but you just have to get really good strawberries. Some strawberries don't taste like really good strawberries.
Stubb, the president of Finland, unfollowed us. Okay, the next two stories, completely unrelated, but we found the world's largest snake this year, and then the Drake video leak dropped and became a meme. Oh, and how could we forget this? Okay, I think it's high time we talk about this whole situation. This is what was advertised.
So I guess he does like a news around though, huh? Interesting, okay.
And this is what people turned up to. Actors had to ration giving 3 singular jelly beans to children and a quarter cup...
What is this event? Do you know?
Lemonade. Entertaining with Kochi tunes and sweet treats. Now, since all of this, the character, the unknown, has become the internet's honestly most loved thing out of this whole situation. In March, Boeing's year really got crazy after a whistleblower who was supposed to be giving evidence in a lawsuit against the company was found dead in his truck. The first bill to ban TikTok was passed by the House. The world's first Neuralink was implanted in a human this year. That is... We're gonna look at...
I wonder how that, went. How is the person doing? I haven't heard any follow-up.
Back on that, in like 20, 30 years, and be like, whoa, remember that year? Hollywood was rocked by the bombshell documentary, Quiet on Set, the Nickelodeon one, and then, little did we know at the time.
That was big. We never watched it. I don't know if you watched it by yourself. I didn't watch it, but I remember everyone was talking about it.
I heard everyone's coverage of it. It's a scary place, Hollywood. Like, I don't know how people have access to these kids and there's no one watching them.
How big this was going to be. But March was the month where Diddy's mansions were first raided. Oh, and just to round out the month, the Baltimore Bridge collapsed after it was hit by a ship. That was this year too. In April, Taiwan was hit with the most powerful earthquake.
What was crazy is seeing those final cars that were able to successfully pass by before it got hit.
In 25 years, Dubai was hit with the worst floods they've had in...
I remember the Dubai flooding. That was devastating.
75 years, and the world went crazy about...
They rich, they got money somehow.
Cloud seeding. We had that epic total solar eclipse. O.J. Simpson died. The TikTok ban bill was passed again, this time by the Senate. Massive pro-Palestinian protests spread in universities across America. And then the TikTok ban bill was passed again, this time by Biden. I mean, the fact that this is still going on till this day is actually insane. Oh, and then we also got in April the world's first person to run the entire length of Africa. Well, today, he's actually bloody done it. Russ Cook, just hours ago, he finished a 10,000-mile journey, which works out at 385 marathons in 352 days. And not only has this achievement put him in the history books, but he has also, at the time of recording, raised almost 700,000 pounds for charity. May kicked off with a once-in-200-year event, the Cicada Apocalypse. New York opened their portal to Ireland, and just, it's such an amazing...
I remember that portal. And then
there was a controversy. People started doing bad things.
Yeah.
They said they shut it down.
It was quickly closed, thanks to us.
Yeah.
Ruined. Woo! Not me specifically. I was there though, actually. We probably got the anthem of 2024 through the Drake and Kendrick beef. Blocking celebrities became a trend. Iran's president died in a helicopter crash. Rishi Sunak said that if he won the UK election, he would bring back national mandatory military service for under 18s. He lost. Shock. Donald Trump became the first ever US president to be convicted of a crime. We lived through that. Ronaldo stole our most liked comment on the internet. Oh, and I've been waiting for this one. In a story that we covered so passionately on this channel, this was the month where the North Korea trash balloons officially kicked off. And it gave us this channel's anthem of 2024. Alex, play that shit.
Very random.
I'm confused what's going on.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What? Maybe that's
DPRK Media.
Maybe that's like North Korea's anthem or something like that.
What a song! Also, on that note, got an announcement about North Korea coming, not this video, next video. Be ready. In June, Apple announced Apple Intelligence, which we all thought, again, was going to change the world.
AI.
The Euros began in June, which, was just, what? I love this. And whenever there's a major football tournament, it just, in that period of life, it's just amazing. Always good times. Oh, you know what also started? Ruined the good times in the month of June? The Hawk Tour trilogy.
What's one move in bed that makes a man
Do you know what that is?
and go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give it that Hawk Tour and smell that thing.
Gosh, how did that even happen? The Boeing astronauts, which are still stuck in space till this day, departed on their 1-week mission.
That's fucked up.
Ah, man, what a year for Boeing. Oh, and we also got the now infamous Trump and Biden debate, which ultimately kicked off his replacement with Kamala.
The total initiative relative to what we can do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we have the safest border in the history of our country.
In July, the world came within mere centimeters of a reality.
Yeah.
Very
Now
That's crazy.
that is definitely a once in a lifetime thing. Yeah.
different to the one we live in today. Honestly, got to be top 5 craziest things to happen this year. Precisely left Mr. Beast due to allegations
Yeah, it definitely is.
of inappropriate behavior with a minor. NATO invited me to Washington, where I got my revenge on Stubb, the president of Finland, for calling him out in front of millions of people for eating South Korea's snacks.
He is Mr. Stubb. I don't know if you guys remember the history of me and the president of Finland, Mr. Stubb, but he's now unfollowed me on TikTok. But now we are.
Yes, is he Finnish?
He's interesting. That's
He
interesting.
has a little beef with the Finnish president. Okay.
in the same room. So we've gone full circle. I'm going to take your hand out your pocket and use that hand to re-follow me again on TikTok. No. Sat down now. Is that your spot? Is that where Finland should be sat? Oh no. You just ate from Country Spot's food as well. That wasn't Stubb's seat. But Stubb really ate from someone else's seat. And he sat there too. That's South Korea. Oh man. Stubb.
He ate from someone else. What?
I'm sorry, you unfollowed me, I've got to do this to you. This is, millions of people are going to see that you ate from South Korea's snacks.
Really?
Is it an alpha move, or is it just simply a no-no?
Oh.
That's wild.
Yeah. I would be
That's
embarrassed.
what happens when you unfollow her. The Paris Olympics began, and all the people could talk about was the cardboard beds. This athlete showed they are definitely strong enough for like all sorts of work. Hey, wrong place to pause that. Biden called Zelensky President Putin. Oh, and also, this was the month where Kamala Harris announced she was running for president. August kicked off with the announcement from the WHO that monkeypox is now a global health emergency. Kind of died down, didn't it? I haven't even heard about that. Imam Khalid became a global talking point. The Bangladesh government was forcefully overthrown. Walmart started randomly selling freaking cardboard cutouts of me without my knowledge. Should I put it up? You could be in this video. Yeah.
Wow, that is interesting.
How many followers he has? He must be popular.
500,000. Yeah, I think.
Wow, he gets into a lot.
Yeah, 500,000.
Dylan.
That's interesting.
This is
I
my
wonder
first
if.
time seeing
Yeah,
it.
me too. I've never seen him before. I wonder if he can shut down, on the Walmart people, because that. I mean, that is kind of his likeness, right? Like his fucking face.
His face.
I think that he could be able to shut that down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would hope so. That's a little fucked up.
Ronaldo started his
Or if he's not shutting down, at least he should be getting paid some sort of commission for it.
YouTube channel became the fastest growing channel ever. And in September, Apple dropped the iPhone 16? Or was it 15? Or was it 14? They're all the same. Trump said they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cat.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Which, man, created some banger songs, which we tried to play on here once and got immediately copied. Who makes a song about that and then copyrights it? We wanted to have fun with this. Thick Boy Moodang became a global sensation. The second person that tried to shoot Trump was arrested, and then, not like these have anything to do with each other, but the next day, Diddy was also arrested. And then a few days after that, we found out that bro owns more oil than Saudi Arabia. Israel blew up all of those pagers in Lebanon. Remember that? Hurricane Helene hit, which actually did less damage than something else that dropped.
Yeah, the September hurricane season was crazy here in Florida. Yeah, to back in 2 weeks. Hurricanes.
In September, the Talk Tour podcast. And a war with Daily Mail started in September as well. Oh, and also, the Erie suicide pod was used for the first time ever. What happened?
What?
September, huh? Oh, yeah.
What? Do you know about that?
I heard of it.
What
it's
is
a
it?
pod that you can get in the country, and then it offs you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Is that supposed to be a good thing or bad thing? Well, whatever that was, it was bad. Hopes for a better October were crushed. When KSI dropped Thick of It, World War III started trending after Iran launched
Nah, Thick of It is a banger.
a major attack against
I
Israel.
like Thick of It. Thick of It is a really good song.
Israel. Less than 2 weeks apart, yet another major hurricane hit Florida, and millions more had to be evacuated again. It flooded in the Sahara Desert. Tesla pretty much recreated the movie I, Robot when they announced the cyber cab in the Robovan.
Look at the car in autonomous world as being like just a little lounge. You're just sitting in a comfortable little lounge, and you can do whatever you want while you're in this comfortable little lounge. And when you get out, you'll be at your destination.
Young Philly got arrested. The News Daddy Empire with 1 billion likes on TikTok. North Korean soldiers were deployed to Ukraine to help Russia fight. Scientists achieved the teleportation of smell for the first time ever. And of course...
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Oh.
Also, this happened. News broke that Liam Payne, member of one of the biggest boy bands in history, had tried...
I wonder how teleportation of smell works. I guess they somehow determine what are the molecules of smell and they recreate the same molecules in the other vacuum. That's how I would think it would work. That's so interesting. Wow.
Tragically passed away at only 31 years old. In November, we had peak chill guy meme. Young Thug was freed. Peanut their squirrel was killed. The man walking across the entire of America barefoot finally made it to New York. I floated in zero gravity with the European Space Agency. Trump won the election on actually the same day as that. And then that kicked off the 4B movement, in which women carry out the 4 no's.
Women, stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands. Leave your boyfriends. Leave them.
I guess actually also still carrying out, because they said 4 years. Anyway, 4 years of no marriage, no children, no dating, and no sex with any men. And that should come to an end in that technically, in 2028, status still going. I disappeared for a week and I still haven't told you why. You'll find out soon. And a ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel was agreed. And then, to round out 2024 in potentially one of the most chaotic months, South Korea's president declared martial
Yes, this is crazy. Yes, South Korea situation is ridiculous.
The war, which epically failed and caused him to get impeached. The Syrian government fell of more than 50 years. The French government collapsed. The German government collapsed. Romania's elections were scrapped and restarted. The US government was only hours away from shutdown. Syria.
The shutdown happens 3 times a year. That's not newsworthy. I mean, it's newsworthy at the time, but not at the end of year video. Like, not a big deal.
Obviously, that this all happened this month. Oh, and the name Luigi took on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
God. What a freaking year we have had together. I'm exhausted. And honestly, I don't expect 2025 to be any different. It literally starts off with WTF. Oh, and one more thing I'm putting in for December, because I know it will happen by the end of 2024. Dylan Page hit 500k subscribers on YouTube, and he whipped every single one of them as a thank you for their sacrifice. This one is for every single one of you.
Okay, well, he did hit 500, so I don't know if he had before, but 509 right now, so good for him.
Before the end of the year.
Yeah, good
That's
for
nice.
him. Congratulations. Interesting video. Shows me I live in a little ahead in this end, I guess, because half of these news I didn't even know about, but interesting.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and it's always share as much kindness as possible.